Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'll be giving you my Lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action for the day 5 of the Punchestown Festival, which will be the last day of the festival. Well, what can I say? We were so close! We were so close to getting 4 winners today. I had a good double today. We were up the first 2 races with Woodland Opera with Robbie Power. That came in at 5-1 to continue his great form. Then we had Definite Ruby, which came in at 10-1 for us, but I think he ended up coming in at something like 7-1. So we were right to back him early there, so that was a good price. And then going into the third race, we were doing absolutely amazing. But in the third race, we backed My Tent or Yours. And coming down the home straight, he looked like he might gain back on the leader. He was travelling really well, but he just got beaten by a length. So that was really disappointing because he came in at the end at 8-1 in second place, so we would have got that if he won. He only just got beaten by a length. The other horse that ran in the last was Finian's Oscar, and he only just got pipped on the line by Bacardi's. So yeah, that was really annoying there. Patrick Mullins denied us the full house there today, but that was the best day we've had for a while on the channel, for just over a week. So good double, I'm not complaining. We've had not a bad Punchestown Festival. We've been getting some winners, so that's the main thing. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's horse racing action. It's a big day in the jumps world, as tomorrow we'll also see the last day of the season with the Jockeys Championship and also the trainers. It's going to be a big showdown at Sandown tomorrow with some good prize money on offer, some great horses there. But I'm going to be, like I said, focusing on day 5 of the Punchestown Festival, as I think there's definitely a lot of winners you can back there tomorrow. So that's who I'm going to be going for there. And yeah, let's get stuck in our first selection of our Lucky 15 for the last day of Punchestown. The first horse that I'm going to go for will run in the 350, and the horse I'm going to back is a horse called Augusta Kate, which is currently around 6-1 with bookmakers at the moment. This is a Willie Mullins horse, and it will be ridden by Paul Townend, who's had a not a bad Punchestown Festival. He won in the first race of Punchestown, so that was good for him there. He's also been riding not too badly of late, so I'm expecting a good race from him on this horse tomorrow, because Augusta Kate won at Ferryhouse last time we saw it with their 3-day meeting a couple of weeks ago. He beat the favourite in that horse, Let's Dance, so that was a really good performance, beating Let's Dance, and he also beat Barrow as well, which is not a bad horse there. So a lot of good things going for Augusta Kate. And also as well, the favourite in this race is a horse called Apple's Jade, which is currently round about evens in the market at the moment. Even though Apple's Jade won the Mayor's Hurdle at Cheltenham, I think it might come a bit unstuck tomorrow. But even though it's a very good horse, last time it ran here at Punchestown, it ran not a particularly good race. Even though the ground was a bit heavy that day, I've got doubts over it at this particular circuit. And I think Augusta Kate, with the way that it beat Let's Dance, and also as well with it running not too badly earlier on in the season, I definitely think it's definitely the best value in the race. And at currently 6-1 in the market, I'm going to be backing Augusta Kate as our first pick tomorrow in our Lucky 15. The second pick that I'm going to go for tomorrow in our Lucky 15 will run in the 425 at Punchestown. Now, it's a horse that we backed on the channel at Cheltenham, and the horse I'm going to go for is a horse called Land of Hope of Glory, trained by Joseph O'Brien and be ridden by Mark Welsh, who's had not a bad festival so far. He's had a couple of winners. Now this horse, Land of Hope and Glory, at the moment is currently around about the 5-1 mark with a lot of bookmakers. He'll definitely like the ground tomorrow, as over the winter it did run a couple of times on heavy ground, and you could tell that he didn't like the ground, but he travels best on the better ground, and he put in not a bad performance at Cheltenham. That day he came 5th place, but he finished behind Definitely Desol, which has gone on to win at Aintree, so the form looks not too bad there. He's got a couple of other contenders in that race that did beat Land of Hope and Glory at Cheltenham, but as I said, there was only a couple of lengths covering the first 5 there. And in that race as well, Land of Hope and Glory, the jockey, I think, was a bit to blame in that race, as he never got him up amongst the front earlier on, and I think that let the horse down, because if he'd been better placed, I think he could have come home and maybe given definitely Des Champs a real challenge there. So I'm expecting a good performance from this horse tomorrow. And with all those good positive things going on for the horse, I think he's definitely worth a chance tomorrow. So I'm going to back Land of Hope and Glory in the 425 at Punchestown. The third selection I'm going to go for tomorrow will see us go in the 5 o'clock at Punchestown with a horse called Krafty Butcher. This is another Willie Mullins horse and will be ridden by Ruby Walsh. Ruby Walsh had quite a quiet Punchestown festival. I think he might have only had one winner. I don't think he had a winner today. So it's been quite disappointing for him, but I'm expecting him to maybe have a good day tomorrow. I think Krafty Butcher is not a bad horse and has been a bit unlucky this season. He's ran not too bad, and tomorrow he's going to be going up in trip by a few furlongs, so I definitely think that will suit it. Also as well, last time we saw this horse, it finished third in not a bad performance, and it only just got beaten in that race. And I think Krafty Butcher has what it takes to win this sort of race tomorrow. The race at the moment, it doesn't look a really strong one. There's a lot of horses there, but to be fair, Krafty Butcher does have a few questions to answer, but there's a lot of horses there that seem like they're of a worse calibre than Krafty Butcher. And even though the favourite at the moment is a horse called Sizen Cadelco, which is the Jessica Harrington and Robbie Power combination, and even though that's the red hot combination, that horse did win at Aintree recently, and it's going to be going up £11 in the handicap for that race, and I think maybe the handicapper might just have that horse there. So I think Krafty Butcher might run a good race tomorrow and definitely be in the mix, and I'm going to back him there as our third horse tomorrow in our Lucky 15. The last pick that I'm going to go for tomorrow in our Lucky 15 will run in the 5:35 at Punchestown. And to be fair, this race is very, very tricky to work out. There's a lot of good horses running in this race tomorrow. I could have picked a couple of horses that I think will definitely run well tomorrow, but the horse that I've chosen is Geordie Des Champs. Now this horse has been brought over by Rebecca Curtis and will be ridden by Jonathan Moore. Jonathan Moore was riding a lot of horses about a year ago over in England, but he's since returned to Ireland due to family commitments, but he has made it clear that he will ride Rebecca Curtis's good horses in the big races, and he's doing that tomorrow. This horse at the moment is currently around 16-1 with bookmakers, and last time we saw it, it ran in a handicap at Aintree in the festival earlier in the month, and it only just got beaten in third place in that race. And then this horse has been really consistent of late this season, and that race was after a layoff for a couple of months. He'll definitely like the trip, like the ground, and I could see him winning a race of this nature. And currently at this mark of 16-1 in the odds, I think he's got a good chance of maybe running in and coming in at a good price for us tomorrow. But as I say, this is a tricky race. I also kind of fancy Air Horse 1 in that race as well. I quite like that horse, but I think because Noel Feely's not on board it tomorrow, it's Niall Madden. And no disrespect to Niall Madden, but Noel Feely is absolutely on fire this season. And I think if maybe that horse, that jockey had been on the horse, Noel Feely, I think he might have do better than Niall, and that horse maybe could win. But I'm going to back Geordie Des Champs because I think he's definitely better value in the race. So that's my selections for tomorrow. If you've done all right at Punchestown today, let us know in the comments box below. You can always follow us on Twitter at LuckyLoaders15. Gamble responsibly. Leave your tips in the comments box for tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you soon.